So here we took our diagonal corner module and we butted two 8-foot modules up against it. And it's giving us a length of 142 inches approximately from the end of this 8-footer to the other side of the diagonal. Snoopy, we are making a movie here. Can you please cooperate? Snoopy, what's that mean, no? Okay, now let's take a look at having an 8-foot module, a diagonal corner module, and a 4-foot module. This side comes to almost 94 inches, and this other side from here to there is
142.
142. Now, if you wanted to add a split bar counter across the back here, that you have to calculate that. That would add another 14 inches of overhang. And you also add the cement board, 1/2 inch thicks of cement board sheets, etc. So those are extra add-ons that would make it even longer yet. A lot of people like to put the 4-foot module, put a grill centered here, and then maybe they can even put a side burner here, or a pizza oven, or maybe an egg smoker. And then over here you can have your serving counter with a bar center, refrigerator, kegerator, drawers, and all those type of things with a split bar counter behind it. We don't like to put a split bar counter behind the grill because there's heat coming off the back, so you don't really want your guests sitting there. You could put a backsplash here, that would be nice, and then your split bar this way. Or you could reverse this and have it the opposite way. Introducing the DIY Outdoor Kitchen Diagonal Corner Module. This is a fantastic module for people that have the space for a large size L or U island. It comes with your vertical tubes identified with yellow paint, your 4 end frame tubes identified with blue tape, your 2 custom angles that have these cuts made into it so that it'll bend for an angle, a countertop sink support kit, and your 4 red length wall tubes, and you've got your 1-way couplers and your 3-way corner couplers. All comes in a 44-pound box shown here. We ship nationwide in the continental USA. Free shipping over $400. Okay, to start assembly, we're gonna do our end frames first, but it's a special configuration that's different than straight modules. We're going to go end frame and end frame on the top, VT and VT like a regular end frame assembly. But here's where it changes. We're going to do 3-way corner on the left side, top and bottom. And then the right side is going to be this 1-way pre-cut deal, 1-way coupler that's going to go in this top VT and this one in the bottom VT. It's cut like this 1 way so that we can get it all the way out to the end of the tube to screw it in and make it nice and flush to the end, because we need to leave the opening here and here for our diagonal corner parts. So we have this configuration on this one, and then we lay out the other one with the 1-way on this side, 1-way on this side, 3-way corner and 3-way corner. So you can see we got both of them laid out here. 3-way corners on the far left, 3-way corners on the far right, 1-ways on the inside here. That's the proper way to do this fast and easy. And then our another VT we take and we put our 3-way corners in and screw that in. Now let's go ahead and screw it together. Okay, so we're slipping it all together here first. We slip the 3-way corners together. Then we slip in those 1-ways into the vertical tube there and get everything ready to screw. It's really nice to just insert them into the couplers and have everything lined up so you can see that you have it the right way first before screwing. And they should be perfect squares, just like that. Now we can go ahead and start by screwing in the 3-way corners. We use the shoe technique to keep it tight. First we secure this 3-way corner to the vertical tube and to the end frame tube. Then we come over to the other 3-way, screw that in, and then we'll go ahead and finish up our 1-way here, nice and flush to the end. And then we'll repeat the process on the other one. It's so easy to screw these things together. But to get the 1-ways in, we're having one man hold it straight up and down so the other man can screw it in fast and easy. And it's nice and flush to the end, you can see, just like that. Perfect. Now we got one finished here on the left, and we're going on to the right one to finish this one. very easy to do. We use a magnetic socket on our drill so that way it holds the screws. That helps a lot. It makes it much easier when you have a magnetic socket on your drill. Now within minutes we have both the end frames completed with a special way with the connectors, and now we'll complete this one VT. This one will go in the rear corner of the diagonal corner module. There we go. Now we'll take these three pieces and start installing our length wall tubes. So now we've got the two end frames that we built standing up. You can see that the one-way end is here, the one-way end is here, the three-way corner is there, the three-way corner is here, and then there's our vertical tube with three-way corners top and bottom. So that way you can see our red length walls will connect top and bottom here, red length walls top and bottom there, and then lastly we'll take our pre-cut angle tubes, and they'll be inserted here on the right and left, top and bottom, and you'll see we have the perimeter frame done that fast for our diagonal corner module. Okay, we're putting our first screw in the length wall here, that three-way corner. And we'll go ahead and put a screw now in that far corner on both sides. One for this length wall and one for that length wall. Using the shoe technique to keep it tight. Easy. And now we'll go ahead and take our other one here, stand it up, and we'll slip it onto this length wall. And we'll continue to screw it in over here, just like the other corner. Now we're going to go ahead and install our length wall tubes on the top. They slip right in over the three-way corners. And we're going to lock it in with screws. We're going to make sure we lock in the screws on the inside of the frame, not the top, because we want to keep this nice and flush for the cement board. There we go. And then we'll do it on this side as well. And then we got their first length wall top tube installed. It's that easy. Now we got the second length wall tube going in here on the top, and we'll screw that in as well. Nice and easy. You got to use your left hand to hold the rear, or the frame will move and the screw fall out. There we go. See how he used his left hand to hold it tight? If you have a second guy, he could have been holding it there as well. But last night was Friday, and Lewis had a lot of tequila, so he didn't do it to help Gilbert. Okay, now with our perimeter wall completed, we can work on the angle. Now you can see these pre-cut angles that we made are very nice, and we slip it in one end and then the other end. Now in order to slip it in, we remove this screw because it's blocking this from sliding in its full way. So unscrew this first, slide this in, and then put the screw back. And then do that on the other side, and then go ahead and install the top one the same way. So now we unscrewed that one so that we can go ahead and insert the tube. We just slip it over and slip it all the way in, just like that, and now we'll put the screw back in. It's that easy. Now I recommend 2 screws on this one to keep it firm. So now we're going to go ahead and install a second screw into the one way, because you're only screwing on one side, so that's important to keep this nice and tight. Do the same thing on the other side with two screws. Here we go with the other side. I'm going to slip it in. There it goes. Nice and tight all the way in. Position our vertical tube, and then we'll put the 2 screws and screw it in, and you can see how we have the nice angle on the front now. Perfect. To make the top easier to screw in, we flip this over, and then we'll screw this in on the bottom. It makes it a lot easier to do your screwing. Just like that, perfect. Now we're taking our last 4 VTs with yellow paint, and we're installing our one-way couplers into the VTs. And we'll go ahead and screw those in and have them ready to put into the frame here. So now we take our tape measure, and we're gonna mark lines at 16 inch and 32 inch so that we have our VTs there. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, 16 and 32. And then we'll go ahead and put 2 VTs on this side and 2 on that side. These we leave open for a crawl space to connect to the modules that are gonna butt up against the ends here. We've got our VTs and we got our measurements, and we just go ahead and screw these in. Nice and easy. These one-way couplers help so much to install your VTs. This is really a fast and easy do-it-yourself outdoor kitchen system. Fantastic. Here is the completed diagonal corner module perimeter frame. It measures 45 3/4 inches on the rear wall and 45 3/4 inches on that wall, 31.5 inches here to use to butt up against modules, and 31.5 inches here to butt up modules. And then you have this nice diagonal that you can have a sink, a smoker module, or maybe even put a pizza oven on top with our pizza oven reinforcement kit. Now we'll proceed to install our countertop sink kit. The countertop sink kit is included with the diagonal corner module. It's the extra pieces to put across the top here, so that way if you have a sink, it'll be the framing for your sink, or if there's nothing in the countertop, this will support the cement board on top. So it's a very good kit, and it's included with the diagonal corner module. First, we install the long tubes in the countertop here. We use our 45-degree couplers in the rear, and then on the front here, we'll measure, make a mark, cut off the excess tubing, and then we'll use our one-way couplers to screw it in to the inside of the front straight piece. Now, if you need to go wider for a sink or something like this, and you're gonna install over here, you'll need to buy 2 additional 45-degree couplers that are not included with this kit. We have this kit designed that you're gonna come off of the front here with one-ways and 45s in the back. So remember that. If you're gonna go real wide, order 2 extra 45-degree couplers. Okay, we'll proceed to cut these off and screw them in. So we'll use our clamps here, and we clamp in the front of this one on the one-way. We clamp the 45 holding the tube in the back, and now we'll just go ahead and put our screws in, and we'll do the same thing with the one on the right. It's that easy. There's the front one completed, and now we'll go ahead and screw in the 45-degree in the back. See, with that extra length, we were able to get our screw in that tight area. So that helps a lot to leave it long if you can. And now we'll go ahead and do the same thing to the one on the right. There's a very nice angle iron screwdriver that you can attach to your drill here. We got it at Lowe's. That works really good in tight spaces. So we were able to do it with that. Now we got both of those installed, and now we'll do the ones going across. But now we go ahead and we lay out our cross pieces here and decide exactly where we want it. And then we'll go ahead and measure and cut to fit. Okay, so now we have them clamped into position. We go ahead and put our screws on each side of the one-way and a screw from below into this tube, and we got it done. There it is. Finishes up our instructional video on this amazing diagonal corner module. Thank you.